Have you ever wondered why so many people struggle financially, even when they earn a good salary? The answer lies in silent habits, repeated every day, that quietly sabotage financial success. Today, I'm going to reveal the 7 behaviors that keep millions of Americans broke, and how you can avoid them to build a life of true prosperity. If this topic speaks to you, go ahead and hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more content that can change your life. Getting excited about a tax refund every year, millions of people eagerly wait for their tax refund, as if it were some kind of surprise bonus. But here's the hard truth. That money isn't a gift. It's your own money that you loan to the government, interest-free. This mindset, while common, creates a passive relationship with your finances. People feel good about getting money back, but forget that throughout the year, they gave up control over those funds. The average refund in the U.S. is about $3,000. That means you've been missing out on roughly $250 a month. Money that could have been used to pay off debt, invest, or even generate passive income. Those $250 a month could have been earning compound interest or helping you avoid credit card interest. It's money with real potential, wasted due to poor planning. It's like having a safe at home that you can only open once a year. Meanwhile, the bills keep piling up, and sometimes you end up borrowing money while the government holds onto what's already yours. The smarter alternative? Adjust your W-4 form. Use the IRS tax withholding estimator to make sure you're paying the right amount. No more, no less. That way, you take back control of your income and gain the power to make smarter decisions all year round instead of relying on a single annual payout. Asking, can I buy this? Instead of, can I afford this? With easy credit installment plans and, by now, pay later options, lots of people make impulse purchases based only on one question. Can I buy this? But this mindset turns personal finance into a game of short-term possibilities, ignoring long-term consequences. What you should be asking is, can I afford this without compromising my future? That question involves planning, stability, and a clear sense of where you want to be in 5, 10, or 20 years. Just because you have the money or enough credit limit doesn't mean that purchase fits into your financial plan. Here are 2 golden rules. Never finance something that won't give you a return. Paying off a new TV or a pair of sneakers in installments might seem harmless, but it's money that could have been growing in an investment. That's the key difference between consuming and investing. One takes money out of your pocket, the other puts it in. The sooner you understand this, the faster you'll grow financially. The 5X rule. If you can't buy something 5 times over without hurting your budget, then you can't afford it once. It's a simple way to test whether something truly fits your financial reality. This mindset changes everything. It prevents unnecessary debt, protects your wealth, and helps you think like someone who wants to grow rich, not just look rich. It's the difference between living impulsively and living with intention. Chasing status instead of building wealth. How many people do you know who drive luxury cars, live in fancy homes, wear designer brands, but are drowning in debt? This behavior isn't about need. It's about seeking social approval. The desire for status is one of the biggest threats to personal finance. It pushes people into a lifestyle that doesn't match their reality, just to maintain an image that impresses others while draining their bank account. The problem is, keeping up appearances is expensive, really expensive, and people who try to look successful often end up sacrificing their future to fund their present. Let's talk cars. Beside the purchase price, there's gas, insurance, maintenance, depreciation. It's a financial sinkhole. And even those who buy outright ignore the opportunity cost of tying up that money. Here's an example. Financing a $40,000 car at $600 per month for 5 years. Now imagine investing that same $600 monthly with an average return of 10% per year. In 35 years, that turns into over $2 million. Yes, you read that right. While some people are flashing their cars, others are building real wealth. And in the end, the ones who win are the ones with freedom. Real wealth is about freedom. Fake wealth is about image. Which one do you want? Think about that next time you feel the urge to impress someone. Waiting for the right time Two, start investing. A lot of people say things like, I'll invest when I have extra money, or now's not a good time. The economy's uncertain. These are just excuses dressed up as caution, and they come at a high cost. Here's the truth. The perfect moment will never come. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best is today. Those who wait for ideal conditions usually never begin, even if it's just $50 or $100 a month. Compound interest works best over time. The earlier you start, the less money you'll need to reach your goals. Starting small is better than not starting at all. A 25-year-old investing $100 a month at a 10% return can retire a millionaire by age 65. But someone who waits until 40 will need to invest over $500 a month to reach the same result. The difference? Time. Investing is like planting a tree. The sooner you plant it, the sooner you'll enjoy its shade. And the longer you wait, the harder it gets to catch up. Consistency matters more than the amount. What you need to do is start, even if it's just a little. Worrying about other people's money instead of your own. Ever hear people say things like, that company owner makes too much money, or that realtor should split their commission with me? This kind of financial jealousy is more common than you'd think, and it's incredibly harmful. I once had a client who wanted to negotiate a realtor's commission just because he's already making a lot. But that reveals something deeper. He was more focused on what the other person was making than on the value he was receiving. That kind of thinking holds you back, financially and personally. Wealthy and successful people focus on the value they're getting, not on what others earn. They understand that if someone is doing well, it's because they added value. Instead of being jealous, they learn. Instead of complaining, they take action. Focusing on what others have is a distraction. While you're comparing yourself to others, someone else is out there building something. Comparing yourself drains your focus, energy, and progress. While you're looking sideways, someone else is looking forward and moving ahead. Stay focused on your own race. It's the only one that matters. Hesitating TO invest in yourself. Ever noticed how people have no problem spending $500 on a new phone, but hesitate to spend $100 on a course that could change their lives? That's because instant pleasure usually wins over long-term reward. Many still see spending on knowledge as an expense, not an investment. And that mindset doesn't just hold back your finances. It limits your potential for growth. The problem is, saving money this way gets you nowhere. Books, courses, mentoring, events, all of these can bring exponential personal and financial returns. If used intentionally, it's the kind of investment that multiplies across every area of your life. Of course, not every course is good, and not every promise delivers results. But when you choose wisely and commit to applying what you learn, the return is almost guaranteed. Knowledge is power when put into practice. Want to change your life? Start by investing in your mind. Knowledge is the only asset no one can take from you, and it amplifies everything you already have. Your growth starts with decision to evolve. Having no emergency fund or spending control, earning more, doesn't solve the problem if you don't know how to manage what you already have. In fact, many people increase their income and their debt right along with it. At the root of the problem is poor money management. Not having a financial system is like driving in the dark. You might move forward, but the risk of crashing is huge. Without control, every pay raise just vanishes. That's why building an emergency fund is the first step toward peace of mind. And along with it, you need a clear plan for how to divide your income. Stability starts when you protect the essentials. Here's a powerful strategy, the 75-15-10 rule. 75% for essentials and lifestyle, 15% for investments, passive income, retirement, growth, 10% for savings or emergency fund. This simple system creates balance and consistency. It helps you grow without sacrificing security. With this structure, you gain clarity, balance, and progress. And more importantly, you stop living on autopilot and start building something solid. Remember, if you don't control your money, it will control you. You need to tell your money where to go, or you'll spend your life wondering where it went. The choice is yours. If you recognize yourself in any of these habits, don't blame yourself. Most of us were never taught how to manage money. But today, you've taken an important step. You become aware. Now, it's up to you to do things differently. Changing these behaviors could be the turning point to a free, secure, and prosperous financial life. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Like it, share it with someone who also needs to rethink their relationship with money. Drop a comment below with the habit you're ready to change today, and subscribe to the channel to keep growing with us on this journey. Your future will thank you, and it starts right now.